It's been nigh about 20 years since them couillon fool done broke magic, and the world ain't been right since. Monstre effrayant from them other worlds running round, terrorisé. And down in the bayou, in that there gris water, there's some kind of evil. C'est une sorte de démon maléfique. So beware, my friends. Go carefully. Attention, mes amis, allez-y, pro-démon. Else that murky water gonna lead you to the grave. So come with us as we go on another fool's quest. Oh, de trouble.
So,
when last we left our heroes.
When last we left our fools. You guys have just been arriving back at Runoff with the hag all tied up. I think you handed her off to Constable Pete, and he had her escorted to the crow cage there behind his place.
Yeah, after we swapped ropes.
Yeah. Yep, switched ropes.
Gotta have my nope rope.
Constable Pete wasn't quite sure what he was going to do that night, so he I did it. He wasn't. He tossed her in the cage there and decided to leave her there overnight, and they were going to see about what to do about her in the morning. Do you guys want to do anything else that night?
I will caution them: don't get her wet. Don't feed her after midnight.
Keep her out of bright light.
Yum, yum.
That it? So you guys, yeah.
Other than that, just head back to Miss Hattie's and see if she's got any of that gumbo left.
Yeah, she's happy to feed you. She saw you guys pull in on the house, but yeah, Miss Hattie's happy to feed you. She's got plenty of gumbo. You know, there's a surprisingly large amount of crawdad meat on the market all of a sudden.
Right?
So she's got plenty to feed you and is more than happy to, as you did go get that hag.
Now, aside from the two that we first encountered, have they found more that size? Or
you ask around. You just ask Miss Hattie.
Yeah. Just, as I'm eating my gumbo, hey, are you guys finding like more of these gigantoid, monstrosities out there in the bayou?
Well, now they've been bigger than usual, but I don't know about gigantoid monstrosities. It was just the two that you boys helped Billy and Owen with, and they brought them back here, and, well, I've been cooking them since then. It's only been, 6-7 days.
I was just curious. I mean, that could be very lucrative for, like, the local fisheries.
Well, that's usually what we send on back to crossing on the barge. There's a lot of salted fish and things like that. Well, you boys deserve a reward for what you did for this. Well, not really for us, I suppose. She hadn't done anything yet that we know, but for the future babies that she probably would have eaten. So I'm gonna talk it over with the other council members, and we're gonna get you rewarded tomorrow. I promise.
Well, Miss Hattie, that is very, very nice of you. We so appreciate it.
And yeah, happily feeds you, and a couple other townies stop in during dinner time and whatnot. No one you have talked with, just some local fisher type dudes. But that's that. Any other plans for the evening? Just gonna head back to your walking hut?
Yeah, no, go back to my tree house and
I'm gonna go
tree house.
Give thanks to my fairy godmother and say my nightly prayers.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Go through and take all of the potions I can identify and just pour them out so that I can make my own anti-stone potions out of them.
Yeah, there's plenty of vials and whatnot in her little laboratory in there. You could make all sorts of anti-stone potions and whatever, mud pies you can concoct. But
he's busy at work.
Yeah, so the place is sparsely furnished. There's only the one bedroom with a bed in it, and the bed smells a little funky, but it's cozy. There is a fire which has just been burning low since you guys first set foot in the cabin, you haven't added any fuel to it. It just seems to keep going.
Just keeps going. Huh?
With a little kettle of stew on top of it that's just bubbling away.
I'll spoon through it a little bit, make sure there's no hands or eyeballs or anything.
You don't see anything untoward in there. It seems like a good hearty stew. Smells delicious, looks pretty good.
I'll try it.
It's delicious.
Fantastic.
I'm getting Magic House stew.
Magic House stew.
Zero pretty full from the gumbo, but have a bowl of stew to top it off and
Slather some
bro, this
mayonnaise
is
on
pretty
top
good.
like it's whipped cream on a pie.
perfect.
That's pretty good, yo.
The level of stew in the kettle there doesn't seem to have depleted at all,
Oh, nice.
despite the fact of dishing up a couple of bowls of it. So that's fun.
It's a never-ending stew.
Indeed.
This is it. I'm retired. This is all I needed.
Eternal stew.
Yeah. Fire that doesn't go out. Stew that doesn't deplete.
Yeah.
And a hut
What is-
on legs.
Yeah, what is the middle-aged equivalent of an RV?
Dude, we should go around and check out the
Baba Yaga's
sites.
Mm-hmm.
treehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not Baba Yaga's, though. It's like Yabba Dabba's.
We'll just make it go whichever direction the sun
guys
is so it stays warm
asked
all
that
year.
hag her name. You just
No,
tackled
no.
her and gagged her.
Well, yeah, with an old sock. A sweaty sock.
Well, he already had it off to strain the potions through, so
It's a perfectly valid way of doing it.
Yeah.
okay. So the night's uneventful. Ren, you're up first, obviously being an elf, so you trance out for your 4 hours and put her around in the morning. You can hear some activity outside before these two are awake. Peek out the window. They appear to be erecting a large pole or, I don't know, stake on an island nearby. Just a muddy little island. Not very big, but big enough for a stake and a bonfire.
The same people that we were with before, like in the same direction, or is it a different group of...
It's a couple of townies, and you can make out Bayou Bill over there, too.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I'll wait for the others to get their sleep before I wake them, but I'll walk the house over in that direction.
How smooth is the ride?
It's not terribly, so...
It's a hut on chicken legs.
Oh, you're awake. I didn't...
Like covered in pots and pans of stew.
The kettle's hanging, so it just swings with the
Oh, yeah.
doesn't spread too much. But the pots and pans, yeah, whatever bowls you left on the counter, they're...
Yeah. Potions everywhere.
No, those are secured, too. There's little
Oh, okay.
straps that hold
Gotcha.
them. Yeah, you head the house on over. Your companions wake up, and so you guys also are aware that Bayou Bill and his little crew are erecting a stake on a muddy
taking the
little island
RV
there.
for cigarettes or something.
So,
They're like driving the RV off for cigarettes. I'll be right back with the house, dude.
yeah, taking the RV for a gallon of milk or whatever, carton of eggs.
Sorry.
So, yeah, Bayou Bill sees the house approaching. You're watching him from the little spot there at the top of the tree where the controls are, and he stops working and says something to his crew there and walks over to your side of the island, I guess, that they're working on, and waits for you to settle the house down.
All right, let's sit down. Gotta be quiet, Bayou Bill. The others are sleeping, and we don't want to wake them.
He looks through the window and sees you guys, cleaning up the mess or whatever. Well, I think it's too late for that.
Did you wake them up? They're going to be angry.
Oh. Well, I'll tell them sorry.
We're just both making like grumpy face at Ren.
Through the floors, through the ceiling.
Yeah.
Well, boy, the heck, see one ugly critter, we gonna burn her at that stake there tomorrow. But after that, we gonna take the barge back to crossing. I'm glad you boys came over here, because we'd be mighty pleased if you all come along, maybe even pull the barge to that house you got there.
Yeah, we can do the pulling. I don't want to do any of the burning, though. That seems a little morbid. Jeez, guys.
Man, we don't know what ants do with her.
So, you burn her?
Is she a hag? What you supposed to do with her?
I don't know. I'm no hagologist.
Y'all tell us we can't take that sock out her mouth. So we gotta do what we gotta do, I guess. We don't know what to do with her.
Maybe we should talk to her and see what to do with her.
And she's in a cell,
she's
right?
in a cell.
Yeah.
Yeah, she in that crow cage over there.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk to her at least. I mean, before you burn someone, we don't even know if she's done anything wrong, right? Or do we?
Are you asking the GM?
No.
Okay, just want to make sure.
No.
I didn't think so, but I wasn't positive.
That was more like directed towards Bayou Bill and the...
I don't know. I'm not the one in charge of her. I'm over here putting up the stake just because Constable P he said we gotta burn her, but I don't know what she do with the hang.
I mean,
Turned me into a newt.
Didn't she have the bird that like attacked the city?
we don't know that. We should
that
ask her.
Yeah.
But we don't know that.
I'm just leery of taking a sock out of her mouth because she smells bad.
Well, just stand there with a sock at the ready. Just
Now I'm going to take the sock out of your mouth. Don't do anything stupid.
I'll put it back.
I swear, I'll wear it first.
I'll wear it.
So you can see her hanging, in the cage over behind Constable Pete's house from where you guys are at. The swamp's pretty clear this morning. The sun's up, and you can see her just hanging out in the cage here, a little ways away. She doesn't seem to be paying any attention to you guys at all, which doesn't really mean anything, I suppose.
Now, does Jeff Wren know that the info on hags in general? Like they usually have a coven of several members.
Yeah, I knew that. Yep.
I think you shared
Yeah,
that.
I shared that. Yeah,
Okay.
that they had a coven of 3 and that they had the hag's eye.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, bros, maybe we should find out if she's like part of a coven, like you were talking about. See if maybe there's more out there, and what we should do about it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, let's go ask her when you guys be in front of her. Well, I am not. So we'll go over and I guess try and pull the sock out and ask her some questions.
Okay, yeah, you pull the sock out, and as you approach,
And give her the disclaimer warning that, okay, look, we want to talk a little bit. We're going to pull the sock out of your face. Don't do anything crazy, or we're going to have to get Brody with you, all right?
she makes steady eye contact.
Do we understand? Do we have an accord? You and me, us,
Blink twice if accords are had.
She blinks twice.
She gets what you're putting down.
All right, now I'm going to take the sock out your mouth. Don't do anything crazy. And I'll slowly take the sock out of her mouth. And, like, 2-finger, hand it over to Elmer.
I'll take it and immediately drop it. That's gross.
It's got hag juice.
It wasn't my sock.
Whose was it?
I don't know, but it wasn't mine. Might have been hers.
Ooh, hag sock.
Hag sock with hag saliva. It's too much.
Okay,
like
you take
somewhere in the monster manual,
the
isn't it?
sock out of her house. Take the sock out of her mouth and toss it back into her house over your shoulder because it's your house now. You'll put your socks on the floor if you feel like it. Damn it.
That's right.
And yeah, she kind of smacks her lips a couple of times, but seems to be waiting for you to start whatever discourse might be had.
Okay. So, Ms. Swag, are you, like, part of a coven?
I have sisters, yes.
Oh. Are they also, like, crazy evil swags?
Why do you call us evil? What have I done to you?
I know you terrorized that Frank dude, or Fred, or whatever his name was.
Fred was my servant.
Yeah, yeah, he was pretty scared. I don't think he was there of his own free will.
Fred bargained for his place. He agreed to it, and I held him to his agreement.
Yeah. Well, we didn't just go ahead and take you out in there. We figured we'd bring you back and let them guys, do their justice thing here. But,
Do you have a bird?
I had a bird. I believe you've slain it.
Yeah, see?
oh, you had the giant pecker bird.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, you are the ones who robbed the thief, so I was attempting to retrieve our property.
We robbed the thief?
She means the Haggai. And the guy, the thief is whoever left it in the chest, I assume.
Did you turn the boat to stone?
No, but I know who did. We took him in, that one. And when I found him in the swamp, a lost child, and raised him, taught him to use magic, and betrayal was our recompense. He robbed us, stole much magic, and that trinket you carry is the barest of fractions of what he took. You may keep that, Bobbo.
Thanks. I appreciate it. We're gonna keep the house, too.
She glares, but doesn't otherwise respond.
We should go to, the Grand Canyon or something. Sorry.
What's this guy's name? Is it John Smith?
That's the one we gave him.
Oh, what was his name before you talked to him?
I don't know, he was a child in the swamp.
Swamp child. Right. Creepy.
Is John Smith a shapeshifter? Just looking for confirmation.
John Smith still possesses an item of much power. It's so easy to use to sow mistrust. And, as she's speaking, she looks and makes eye contact with Elmer. She says, those whose magic comes from here, from this realm, they search for meaning, for someone to blame. They can't admit there's something they don't know or can't do, ever since the unbinding. And then her gaze shifts to Ren, and she says, those whose power comes from elsewhere, skulking in shadows, hiding from everyone. Paranoia is your life's blood, seeing daggers in every shadow. And those... And her gaze shifts to Pilsner. Without magic, the mercy of those with. Well, the item he stole is a way to correct this. As much as we could. Because otherwise this world will fall. With such divides among the power. Any invaders would face a divided front. They would be able to conquer this world piecemeal. You've seen it. She says as her gaze shifts back to Ren.
Are we having a moment? I feel like we're having a moment.
So... Sorry. So parts of this are stuff that I prepared before, so I have to keep flipping back and forth in my notebook, but she didn't get to talk last time.
Yeah, that'd be the whole sock thing.
Magic can be repaired in this world, but not when each page battles the others. They must be guided, lest we all perish, and this is what we sought until the thief stole our book. Do not trust that thief if you do find him.
What does he want to do with your book?
I don't know.
So you were trying to fix magic?
We were trying to prepare the world to defend itself. We were trying to prevent the world from tearing itself apart. If we have to find a new world, that's terribly inconvenient.
Will you die if they set you on fire?
Yes.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Are you like a bad person? I don't know, I just find myself kind of conflicted here.
She doesn't answer that question. She just sort of stares at you.
Well, that was your chance there. So where can we find these, your sisters at?
Oh, my sisters will find you if they need to.
Are they more likely to find Constable Pete because he's the one setting you on fire, or are they looking for the house, our tree house? I mean, what's kind of the searching prerequisites here?
What if we could find him with that ring you found?
The Hag's Eye ring? I mean, we can try. The really good magic users over there, though. Maybe we can ask Elmer to track them.
Yeah, we'll try it. I guess.
I hand the ring to Elmer.
I'm gonna try and put it on and see if anything happens.
As a goblin, you have dark vision. You guys all already have dark vision, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, as you put it on, the
You said it extends double the distance.
It doubles your dark vision. The shadows are a little less shadowy.
It's a brighter shade of gray.
Yep.
Well, I don't see him, so. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna do it. How do you use this, lady?
It's a ring. You put it on a finger.
Oh, you know what? I'm fine with the birding. I'm gonna say it.
Ooh-wee, sacrilege, hein? These gumbo yaya down here in the bayou, c'est très magnifique. We're gonna take a quick break to grab us some pralines and maybe dress us up a muffalata. Whew, and a lot of it is. Woo! Y'all hold on tight. We're gonna be right back after this.
Hello, Ariel. Did you want to listen in on me and Rock enjoying ourselves?
Don't encourage
Should
him.
I describe to you what we're doing right now?
What's going on?
Let's see. Look, these wind shells document anything you do in order to banish the spirits.
I don't banish spirits. I'm fixing the tango.
Of course, we can't open a new hole into the aether web every year.
The spirits aren't always bad, are
Those are exactly the reason tangoids happen in the first place.
I'm sure Rocco knows how to get through a water gate without disrupting the magic balance.
So what happens when there's a hole in the weave? Does magic pour out?
It is already broken. Let more of air into this world. I'll destroy every single one of them.
You've had enough already.
I will kill you, you filthy whoa, calm down, Baka. Try it, Feather Duster.
Gone, ferocious rune master. Your friction will grind the weave a twain.
Yarta, in moments like these, I wish I could see the runes.
What's wrong, Raka? Is that tangle weave maybe too difficult even for someone as great as you?
Counterbalance, a high fantasy audio drama. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you get podcasts from.
See, Cher? I told you we'd be right back. Time to get back to the amusement. Laissez les bons temps rouler. Let them good times roll.
What is the magic item that John Smith possesses?
It is a book. It allows the reader to become someone else.
Okay, but like, what does the book look like so we can identify it?
Well, we call it the Facebook.
God damn it.
It's large, heavy. Its cover is covered in gold leaf, and the pages are pure platinum. You'll know it when you see it.
And this John Smith guy owns it.
No, he stole it.
Seems legit.
You know what they say about possession.
9/10 of the rich.
He stole it after. Well.
So are your sisters hunting him?
My sisters are minding their own business.
Is that a no? Or?
I could tell you where he's gone.
Oh yeah, do that then.
Yeah, what?
Why? We're jumping through hoops here. I mean, 52 questions. Do you want the sock back in your mouth? I mean, what are we doing?
He's gone to Crossin. I don't know what he plans there. But that's where he's gone.
Well, maybe we should start looking there.
Is there any reason that these townsfolk shouldn't kill you? I mean, we're trying to meet you halfway here. You're like sending out a pretty rough vibe.
You did give us the house, so.
For what crime are they going to execute me?
Well, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. I'm not an attorney.
And he's an apothecary, so.
It's true. I think.
A charlatan.
Should these townsfolk manage to execute me, my sisters will take revenge upon them. Give them reason to regret the action.
So, I was trying to help you out there by getting you not executed, but instead you're just saying that if they do execute you, that your sister's going to murder all of them.
No, not necessarily murder.
Oh. Well, that just seems like not a good way to not get murdered.
Yeah, sounds logical.
Like, where were you 2 nights ago? Do you have an alibi? Were you with some swag friends out of town?
I was in my cabin 2 nights ago.
Can Frank,
attest to this? He can indeed.
See, you're a better lawyer than I am. Where'd Frank go? Do we know where Frank went?
He slept outside the cabin because he didn't have anywhere else to go. He's on the little muddy little spit out there. You look around and realize he's over there tending the garden.
Frank, you fucking weirdo. Get over here.
He sort of jumps when you call his name and comes over. Hey, look, I didn't know what to do because, we were in the middle of the swamp, so I just kind of hitched a ride. I'm still not really sure where we're at, but...
that's fine. We, give the sock back to the swag, I think, if we're done, and maybe we can go find Constable Pete and find out.
Give it back to
Just hand it back to her.
Frank, here.
Sock the swag.
he holds it out to her. She takes the sock and just holds it. Glares.
Put it in your mouth.
No.
Come on, put it in your mouth.
I'm gonna start heading over to find Constable Pete.
Just the tip.
Constable Pete, as you look around, is over near where Bayou Bill and his little crew there were setting up that stake. He's chatting with Bill while he's supervising some other guys, hauling some sticks to build a little bonfire there.
Constable Pete.
Oh, hey, Ren. What can I do for you this morning?
I know this is your town and there's a lot going on, but me and the guys, we were wondering, what exactly are you burning this swag for?
Well, that's just it. I'm not sure we can burn her because I don't think she's done anything to
That's
us.
what I was saying.
I was just chatting with Bayou Bill there, and we're not sure it's what we need to do just because she hasn't really done much to us, but I don't know if it's safe to just send her back out in the swamp at the same time.
Well, I mean, she did have her bird attack the town, so I think that there is some kind of debt that needs to be repaid, and maybe you can hold her in the cell until you guys come to terms with the town on what to do with that. But I just have this feeling that if you murder her, her sisters are going to do some really mean things to this town. And you know what? I kind of am okay with that, because she seems kind of innocent right now, outside of being really ugly.
Yeah.
And birds, sorry.
I wonder if she did the crayfish, too. And the crocodile.
It seems like maybe John Smith might have done that, though. And, innocent until proven swag guilty.
Yeah. None of us discuss how.
Well,
I think that just means we're kidnappers.
Yeah.
Swag guilty.
We're just gonna.
Well, that's why we just brought her back alive and put her in the hands of those that are not ours.
Yeah,
So, you guys, good luck on figuring out what to do with her. We got to go to Cross End and check up on some leads and maybe get to the bottom of all this.
Yeah, Bill told me you guys are going to pull the barge back to Crossing for him a couple of days here, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now that we got the means.
Well, should make it a quicker trip than pushing it along with poles, I bet.
Chicken house power.
Frank, are you coming with us, or are you staying?
How many house powers? Is that?
Are you staying with her?
I think
do you like owe her a debt or something? She says you had like a contract or something. I mean, if you guys are bound and Twitter pated, hey, we don't need to be stepping on that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of, I think I'll just stick around here.
Oh, okay. Well,
all right.
So like you're bound to the house then? Cool.
No, I mean around here in this little.
Oh, okay.
This.
He's not going to come with us to cross in.
Sort of smelly little town here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Frank. Well,
we don't want to share the stew.
Yeah.
It was nice seeing you. But try not to do something stupid. And does he have his boat? Is his boat off to the side, or is it still attached to the house?
Oh, it's still attached to the house.
We'll cut your boat free so you can do whatever it is you want to do.
Go do Fred things.
I really appreciate that. I don't know what. I'll figure it out. Thanks.
Yeah, get off our houseboat. That's totally ours. Legitimately.
House boat.
I just teleport over there and take one of my knives and cut the rope to cut his to cut his boat off.
Untie it.
I don't untie it.
It's tied in a boat. You just had to pull one string.
Nope.
Untie it.
Had to make a scene.
Burns.
We're finally free of Frank. He's been weighing us down.
He's not on the boat yet. Just like it's floating away. Help!
Now let's get the barge.
So the barge is not loaded at the moment. It's still set up the way it was when you went shopping the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So they haven't loaded everything up. It's kind of, some crates here and there scattered about the deck of it. The statues of the former crew are all piled in one corner under a tarp. And yeah, it's clearly not ready to go yet. But Billy told you it'd be the day after the burning, which was supposed to be tomorrow. So the day after tomorrow, I guess. Anything else you guys want to do in town at all? You could shop there at the barge again if you need to. Although it's only been 2 days since you did.
Yeah, I think I'm good on shopping. I don't
know. Did we ever collect our rewards, or we have to wait till tomorrow? What was she doing with that?
She was going to talk it over with the other town councilors and figure out what to reward you guys with.
Okay, so we'll give her some time.
Yeah.
Do you need to go get anything out of your house before we go anywhere, Elmer? Like, do you have things there that you need? Toiletries, an overnight bag?
Yeah.
The little bottles of shampoo?
Yeah, I got some good tarps.
Everyone needs a good tarp.
Some good tarps and a jar full of centipedes.
All right, well, if you want to work on that, I'll park the tree house a little ways out away from town just in case the other swags come. And then maybe Pilsner and I can go out and build some straw campsites to help protect the city while we're gone.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
We're doing our part.
I gotta say, I'm getting really good at making these little straw people,
Let's start coming back with just an absurd number of tarps.
Skill wagon
stacks of tarps.
I've been investing all of my profit into tarps for years. I think one day it's going to be more valuable than gold.
Enormous bundles of them wrapped up in tarps.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Some of the tarps inside have never seen water because they're wrapped in so many other tarps.
And Pilsner's getting so much practice at building, decoy dummies that they're you thought it was you? Found leaves of the exact shades of green and blue as you guys? What?
Well, I've got some practice in. I know what I'm looking for, bro.
So, yeah, that's how you guys spend the rest of the day. The next day, no, I'm sorry, that evening. So you pulled the the cabin away from town a little ways? Like how far? Like still within sight of town, or like
maybe like a 5-minute cabin walk from town, just enough that like we can get back to town if there's an emergency, and we could probably hear screaming and stuff if there were screaming.
Okay, so still within shouting distance.
Yeah, within shouting distance, but far enough that if the swags attacked, there would be a decent amount. They wouldn't probably attack the village. On their way to us.
Yeah. Okay. So the rest of that night's uneventful for you. As you finish up your tasks there, you're poking around the house and get it settled, pointed just the way you want it pointed and all that. And you get, a few decoy camps set up around. You want to go around the town or around the cabin? Or both. You got most of the day. So.
Yeah, wherever.
Yeah, as many as we can put up.
I'll need to start recruiting. Hey, check this out. You guys should do this too. It worked out for us when we were out in the swamps. I mean,
town thinks it's being invaded by straw people.
Yeah, you should see what that giant bird did to them. Oh man, it was terrifying. Giant pecker bird.
Get back, they're all going to be dressed up as straw people because they misunderstood.
Children of the straw.
And Elmer, you get your tarps and you drag your bed over. So there's only the one bed in there, and it's kind of gross. And you've got your bed in the house there. You guys can have sleeping bags. It's fine. It's fine. It's a pretty cozy floor.
An old man. I'm not sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, pretty uneventful. You guys eat the kettle stew there.
Yep.
It's still good.
The magical, mystical stew.
It's really delicious. It's the best stew you've ever tasted.
Is this squash bits in here? I mean,
it is.
Yeah.
Squash,
like some squash.
And potatoes and carrots.
Would you look at that?
Just look at it.
All right. So, that's your evening. You go to bed. The fire is still just burning the same level as it's been all along.
I'll say my prayer. I'll say, now I lay me down to sleep. My fairy godmom is a creep. And though some say that you aren't real, I got my powers from our deal. Thank you for extraordinary man powers. You made me an X-Man. And then I go to bed.
Amen, bro. Amen.
To have an inspiration. That's beautiful.
That's going on a t-shirt.
Single tear rolling down my cheek right now. It's beautiful.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.
I keep turning off my phone and locking it so I'm not looking at it, but then I realize my character sheet is on it, and I keep like, damn it! I have to open it all the way back up. What am I doing? Sorry. Insert ad break here.
Okay.
Insert ad break here.